My name is Francis, and if you're new to this channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell because I post a new video every single day. My mindfulness group coaching program is now open, so if you want to be part of the class, hit the link that's in the description box of this video because once the class is full, I'm not going to be taking on any more people and I'm going to close off enrollment. In this video, what I wanted to share with you is how to actually do less work and get more results in your life. Okay, because people try to work so hard for what it is that they actually want to accomplish. But the problem is that if you're trying to find out in this video how to do less work and get more results doing something that you hate, then this video is not for you. Because when it comes to doing less work and getting more results, what you have to understand is that you have to be in alignment with what it is that you're truly called to do on this planet. Because most people are living in survival and are living in fear and are not actually following what it is that their heart is called to do on this planet right now at this time. Most people are actually not in alignment with what they're truly supposed to be doing, and they're resisting everything that they're doing because they're just not supposed to be doing it. And so obviously that's going to create resistance because you're not in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing. Because 5 months ago, I was doing a program that I hated. I was in school doing something that I did not enjoy, and I woke up in resistance, not enjoying what it is that I was doing, and I was working hard, and I was getting not the best results. And I could have put in all the willpower, I could have put in all the work that I wanted, but I still wouldn't be able to get more results. And even if I did get more results, it's still not what I'm supposed to be doing, and I knew that in my heart. So even if I pushed harder, I knew that I just would not get the results that I wanted. Because there comes a point where it's not willpower, it's about getting into alignment with what you're supposed to be doing. So it's very important that you understand this, because when I was doing that program, I was pushing hard, I was doing more work, but I was creating more resistance and getting less results. How is that possible? Now, in my life, 5 months later, following my purpose, doing what I love, I wake up every single day. I don't wait till Saturday to have a good time. Every single day I wake up, I feel fulfilled. I'm doing less work and I'm actually getting more results and I'm impacting more people. How is that possible? How can I be doing less work, impacting more people, and getting more results and more money? How is that possible? Because what happens is when I started to actually notice what I was telling myself as to why I was doing that program, I realized that I was doing that program because I told myself I was being practical. I told myself, okay, you know what? I'm going to do my purpose on the side and I'm going to stick with this so I can be realistic, so I can be secure. And I realized that my concept of realism was just me blocking the deep-rooted fear that I had about stepping fully and committing into what I knew my heart was supposed to step into. I knew that I had to follow my purpose. And so my ego told myself, okay, you know what? Let's just be realistic here. It was all fear. It was all completely survival based. And so when I started to notice this, I knew that deep in my heart, I had to drop that program and follow what it is that I know I'm supposed to be doing. Here I am 4 months later, and I'm slowly but surely living into my dream and what I know I'm supposed to be doing. Impacting more people, getting less, I'm putting less work in, and I'm getting more results because I am aligned internally with what my heart really desires. I'm actually following that excitement. And if you follow your excitement, I promise you that you will do less work and get more results. That's how the world works right now. That's the universe that we live in. You have to get into alignment with what you know you're supposed to be doing, okay? And this is not just on the outer level, because this channel is about internally aligning yourself with the present moment. Aligning yourself internally with the present moment, because once you align yourself internally with the present moment, naturally the external part of your life will start to reflect that because you release the resistance. And don't get me wrong, following my heart brought up a little bit of fear in my experience. The number one thing that my coach taught me is that we either live into our vision or we live into our fear. Okay, and I'll be forever grateful for my coach teaching me this one thing. Not to mention everything else that I learned with my coach, but this is powerful because what I realized is that we either live into our vision or we live into our fear. And time is going to move on regardless. The question is, which one are you going to live into? And when I say fear, that's all ego. It's all the survival-based programming that is programmed in our mind from society that we gained unconsciously. And it wasn't even a gain, we absorbed this program and it was happening unconsciously, and it's definitely not a gain, it's definitely a limit to your true potential, that programming, that survival-based programming. And so what my coach taught me is that you can live into your vision, but no matter how awake you become, no matter how spiritual awoke, like no matter how much you awaken on this path, no matter how conscious you become, there's still going to be that survival programming that tries to kick back in every single time you make that next step in life. And so I knew that was going to happen when I decided to drop everything. I'm slowly letting go of all these blocks that I knew were blocking me from my purpose, like being in a program that I wasn't aligned with. It was not in alignment with what it is that I wanted to create in this life. It just wasn't in alignment. So I knew that I had to let it go. And I knew that the only thing that was stopping me from letting go of something that I knew wasn't in alignment with that vision was fear. Okay, and where does that fear come from? It's all the ego. It's all the programming. Because let me ask you this. Did you come on this planet to survive and wait for Saturday to enjoy your life? Is that why you came on this planet? To wait for Saturday and survive? Because we believe that we just have to survive, and we have to survive and get by life, just to cope with the day. Is that why you came on this planet? To cope with the day? Because I'm telling you right now, me and you both know, if you're still watching this video, that you did not come here to survive, but you came here to follow what your heart is called to do. If you're watching this video right now, we both know that there's something that you want to do, but you're not following it because your ego is telling you that there's not enough, and there's not enough abundance to go around in this life. Because if you were programmed in abundance and your ego wasn't blocking you, how different would your life be right now? If you were present to the moment, if you were calm, if you were peaceful, if you were in alignment with the present moment, how would you be living your life right now? What would that successful version of you look like? Would you be taking action from a place of fear? How different would your actions be if you were aligned with the present moment, not living into your fear? Because it's just how it works. We live into our vision and we live into our fear. But the fear is connected to your ego. Your ego, when you follow your ego programming, you're always going to be out of alignment with what it is that you're supposed to be doing. But when you align yourself internally with the present moment, your life becomes easier. You can do more work with less effort and get more results. If you want to do less work, you can. You can still put in those extra hours if you desire, but it's still going to be easier for you because you're in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing. You're not in resistance. You're actually connected to the present moment. You're probably in a flow state doing what you love, and you're impacting more people and getting more money because you're actually doing something that you're passionate about. And it sounds so cliche, like follow your heart, do what you love, but literally that is what your soul, whatever you want to call your soul, whatever that even means, but you know that you came here to follow your heart. And I'm being literal with that one. Literally feel into your heart and ask yourself, what is it that my heart really wants? Because the mind is not always going to give you the answer that you need. You have to listen to your heart sometimes. Literally, the biggest decisions that I've ever made in my life following my purpose, a lot of times was stepping out of my ego and feeling into my body and feeling into my heart. But you want to be careful here, because when you do something like that, you have to be in a higher consciousness state, because if you're in a low vibration and you feel into your body, your intuition might not be telling you the right thing. But you will know for sure if that's true or not. You feel into your heart, you will know that you may be blocking your dream because you're scared of something not working out. That's all your programming. Your mind is trying, like your ego is trying to convince you why there's not enough and why you can't follow what you know that you're called to do. And so here's what it's going to look like if you follow this. You're going to wake up every single day and you're going to love what you do. Right now, wake up in the morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every single day I feel fulfilled and I do what I love. I do less work and I get more results. Okay, I do less work and I get more results because I love what I'm doing and I made a choice to leverage my gifts and not believe in the fears when they come up. Because don't get me wrong, in this process, fear is still gonna come up because this is what my coach taught me too. Very powerful stuff. My coach, I will never forget this lesson that he taught me. When you are following your vision, we either live into our vision or our fear, okay? And so no matter how awake you become, the fear is still gonna try to creep back up in the back door when you make that next step in life. Like when I made a crazy investment in my coach, when I dropped out of school, do you really think that I didn't have fear come up? Like I'm just being totally straight with you. I'm not trying to be, fake to you. I'm gonna be completely authentic. When I make that next step in life, when I invest more money than I'm comfortable investing in my coach, or I drop out of school to follow my life purpose, of course, fear came up. But I expected that was gonna happen and I knew that my fear is gonna come up and that programming is gonna try to stop me from living into my vision. But the question is, do you have to believe in that fear? That's a serious question. And this is where the present moment comes in, because if I ask you, do you have to believe in that fear? Seriously, do you have to believe in your fears? Do you have to believe in them? You would say, no, I don't have to believe in my fears, Francis. You're right. And then you would take action. But to go a level deeper, this is where the present moment comes in, because when you align yourself internally with the present moment, you can actually create spaciousness between who you really are at a deeper level and what your thoughts tell you about who you think you are. And so what you can do is create spaciousness between who you really are, which is just pure empty awareness, and then the thoughts about who you think you are. You can take a step back and develop that witness, develop that sense of awareness, that mindfulness muscle, so to speak, which is just a word to represent living as the witness. When you can develop that spaciousness and just observe your thoughts in meditation and then incorporate that into your daily life, what you'll find is that you don't actually have to believe in your fears, and you will see clearly that those fears are nothing more than programming in your mind. But you have to have the awareness and the presence to notice that fear and create that distinction in your mind and be like, okay, wait a second, that's my ego. When you can actually align yourself into the present moment and then notice when your ego is blocking you and be like, yep, that's my ego. I can see that. I can see my ego is trying to block me. Then from there, you can now make a choice to not believe in your ego. But if you don't even know that your ego is controlling your life, then you can't make that choice. So it's super important that you understand where your ego is controlling your life. How much of your life is being controlled by fear right now? And I'm always going to go a little bit deeper with you guys, because I'm not telling you right now that it's just fear and that's it. I'm not trying to be inspirational here. I'm telling you that there's a mechanism in your brain that is programmed to live into your fear. So I'm not telling you just like, don't believe in your fear, take action into your dreams. I'm going deeper, guys. I'm going much deeper. I'm going much deeper for you, because that's a program in your mind, and you've created an identity of who you think you are that is programmed to live into your fear. But instead, notice that programming, become aware of it, let go of the programming, and then choose to live into your vision instead. Deal with the root cause, which is your little ego. You deal with the ego, you let go of the ego, naturally you will live into your vision, okay? And so this is where the present moment comes in, because what you'll find is that when I started meditating 4 years ago, what I learned is that I can simply be the observer of my thoughts rather than attached to them. And when I learned how to do this, I stopped identifying with my thoughts. I stopped taking them so seriously. I would just kind of observe my thoughts, literally, like not kind of, I would actually observe my thoughts, notice that my thoughts are not who I am. And that thought telling me things about who I think I am had nothing to do with who I am at a deeper level. Because at a deeper level, I'm not my ego, and I'm not what I think I am. What I think I am is not who I truly am. When you can identify your ego and notice that your ego is not who you are, you notice that your thoughts are not who you are, that your emotions are not who you are. When you can start to let go of all the things that you know of who you are not, all that's left is who you truly are, which is just pure empty awareness observing this human experience. When you can connect to that part of yourself, you develop awareness of your own thought processes. You will start to realize that fear may have been controlling your life more than you think. Because when I was living in school, doing all these things that I hated, that I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing, I started to realize that I was living in fear unconsciously. Even though I was super present. I was super present to the moment, meditating 3 years, super present, meditating every single day. At that point, it was like 2.5 years, 3 years or something. I was super conscious. Still, I rationalized in my mind why I had to live into my fear. And there was always this deep part of myself where I knew I was just telling myself this lie. I knew that I was lying to myself. And then so I told myself, you know what? My life is valuable. My time is valuable. And I don't want to waste my time doing something that I don't like. Every single day, I want to wake up doing something that I enjoy. And I knew that if I was going to do that purpose on the side, and then this, and then do this realistically, and then once the purpose builds up, then this will be left away, that the purpose was never going to come into reality. Because me attaching to this was not going to allow this to come into creation. Here I am, 4 months later, invested in my coach. A lot of fear came up. I noticed that fear. I told myself, I don't have to believe in this fear. I knew that this is my ego speaking. I knew that fear was my ego. I knew that these triggers were coming up in my body for a reason so that I can deprogram them and live into my vision. I just knew it. I knew deep in my heart that what was coming up when I made those investments in my coach, when I dropped that program, when I fully committed to living into my role, I knew that that fear was going to come up, and I knew that it wasn't who I truly am. So I chose not to believe in it. But to make that choice of not believing in it, I had to understand first what my ego was. Because if you don't know what your ego is, you're going to be blindly pulled back into the fear, and you're going to convince yourself why you can't live into your vision. So it's super important that you have to follow your purpose, because when you follow your purpose, when you get into alignment, you will serve more people, you will get more money, you will do less work, you will feel more fulfilled, and every single day of your life is going to be amazing. And I promise that if you follow that, your life will move so much faster than you thought was even possible. Your life's just going to speed up. It's going to go so fast, and you're going to be shocked to realize how fast things can change when you align yourself with what it is that you're supposed to be doing. It's shocking. It's super shocking to see how fast your life can actually change when you align yourself with what you're supposed to be doing. And so this is not just on the outer level. I also want to make this super clear that this is about aligning yourself internally with the present moment and learning how to be present and not attached to your ego, because your ego is nothing more than you being absorbed to this identity of who you think you are. You're literally stuck in your own mind. You have a false sense of self that has nothing to do with your true identity. It's a false identity created. It's a construct in your mind. Okay, and that construct is living in survival, and that survival mindset is always attached to fear. And that fear is not going to let you live into your vision and do what it is that you know you're supposed to be doing. When you can notice that your mind is programmed in fear and then follow what you're supposed to be doing, you will be shocked to see how fast your life can change. Because here I am 4 or 5 months later with consistent, putting in the work that's easy because I know I love what I do. Slowly but surely, my vision is coming into reality. When that fear comes up, I'm like, yep, that's my ego. That's my ego. I don't have to believe in this. I'm not going to believe. I become the witness. I allow that fear to be there. I'm like, yep, that's my ego. That's my ego. I let it go, and then I continue on my path anyway. That is the key right there. That is the key. Align yourself internally with the present moment, with who you truly are. Then as a result of that, you will find your outer purpose, which it's different for every single person. You could be an artist, you could be a musician, you could be a content creator like me, you could be a coach, just like me, providing some kind of a service for people. Whether you're a coach like me, whether you are an entertainer, whatever it is that you do, you will naturally get into alignment with that when you align yourself with the present moment. That's why I'm dealing with the internal part of your reality first. You deal with the inner work first, then the outer reality will reflect that and follow that. That's really what the law of attraction is. Align yourself with who you're supposed to be. Your life will just manifest everything that you want. But it's not just manifestation, it's you living your best life that makes manifestation happen easier. It's what I always explain in my videos. You want to manifest your dream life? Let go of the things that are blocking that dream life from happening naturally. Okay, and this is super simple, but you have to align yourself with your purpose. That is how you do less work and get more results. That's the only way. You want to do less work and more results? Align yourself with what you're supposed to be doing. Align yourself internally with the present moment. Follow what your heart is really supposed to be doing. As cliche as it sounds, it's the reality. You'll make more money, less work, impact more people, more service if you follow what you know you're supposed to be doing, okay? And this starts with something like meditation. Okay, I'm gonna be making new videos soon on how to meditate, so stay tuned for that video, because that meditation practice is extremely important if you want to because when it comes to aligning yourself internally, I'm gonna leave this video with this right here, because this is super powerful. Nice call to action for you guys. I have a challenge, because when you align yourself internally, that starts with something like a meditation practice. So soon I'm going to be making a video on how to meditate, even though I have one a couple months back, that's like a month or two ago. I'm going to be making a new updated one where I go deeper into how to meditate, because that video is going to be super important. Because when it comes to aligning yourself internally with the moment, you have to understand that it starts with something like a meditation practice. It's a powerful tool, because when you can meditate, you can learn how to become very present to the moment. And then once you learn that formal practice of being present, then you can carry that over into everything that you're doing, because you're teaching yourself how to step out of the ego and how to go into a little bit of uncomfort and learn how to bathe in that fear a little bit and then disidentify with it. When you do something like that, you're going to set yourself up for success, because that's how you actually live into your purpose. If I did not do my meditation practice every single day for the last 4 years, there is zero chance from my perspective that I would be able to go through all those fears when I made that next step in my life, because I would not be able to notice that I'm identifying with my ego and then that old programming coming back trying to keep me in my old way, because the ego likes to stay comfortable. And so you got to watch out for that. Notice that when you're making that next step in life, your own ego will try to creep through the back door and keep you comfortable where you're at. Because one part of you wants to live into your vision, but then another part of you is blocking you from that vision, which is your own ego and your own programming. So it starts with the meditation practice. You can carry that over into your daily life. That's what I teach every single client that I work with. The meditation is super powerful, because this is about stepping out of survival and into thriving. Stop coping with reality. Live into your purpose. Live into what you're supposed to be doing. Stop living in survival. Did you come to this planet to survive? That's not why you came here. You did not come to this planet to survive and live in your ego. And if you're still watching this video, you know that's true. You know you did not come here to live in survival, okay? So it starts with the meditation practice. Stay tuned for that video. Once again, you want to do less work, get more results? Align yourself internally with the present moment. Find out what your outer purpose is as a result of aligning yourself internally. And then as a result of that, of those two things, you will do less work and get more results, have more fun, feel more fulfillment, make more money, more relationships, and your life will be a dream. You will live your dream life. You're supposed to live your dreams. That's why we came here, to follow our heart and live into our dreams, because you not following your vision and your dreams is a disservice to yourself and others. Because when you're living into your purpose, it's a win-win. That's part of this work, is making it a win for you, making it a win for others. That's how you make more money. That's a rich mindset. It's a win-win for you and others. But when you're living in your ego, it's a lose-lose. You create pain for yourself, you create pain for others. It's always a lose-lose. Always. The ego is a lose-lose every single time. You live into your fear, you're setting yourself up for failure, and you're creating suffering for others, because nobody wants that lack vibration. Like, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that lack vibration. And they don't want it, but they kind of do want it, because the ego wants pain. Okay, so to lose for you, to lose for others. So you live into your purpose, it's a win for you and it's a win for humanity, because it's the abundance mindset. You live into your vision, you win and everybody else wins. You live into the ego, you're doing a disservice to yourself and humanity. Okay, so align yourself internally, find the outer purpose. Check out my video coming up in a couple days from now on how to actually meditate to allow you to live into that purpose. Okay, and that's all I have for you today. If you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button if you want more videos like this, because it's a different style video that I'm doing right now. I'm trying to test the waters right now and see what's going on here. So if you like this kind of content, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this video, because I changed a little bit of the energy in this video. So let me know what you think about this, because I'm interested to know what you actually want from this channel, because I post a video every single day. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Once again, my group coaching program is now open. So if you want to be part of the class, there's a couple spots left. Hit that link in the description box of this video, because once the class is full, I'm not going to be taking on any more people. That's all I have for you today. Have yourself a great day and see you in the next video.